got Danny Valencia, and we got Blake Bowser here. I called you and I said we're gonna have the Valencias on.
Yeah.
Talk about a little fuel altered action. And they're going to. You guys are going to Boise, right?
We're going to Boise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next month.
All right. So we're gonna talk more about that here in a second. Oh, first off, I've got to introduce my partner in crime, the one, the only, the Grumpy Griff.
Grumpy Griff's here, and he's rather grumpy. So, I don't know. We'll go through a couple slides here. We got to go through these slides.
Yeah, let's go through. We got some business to take care of first. Charmaine, hit the slides here and go to the next one. It's new over there. Charmaine, who knows nothing about motorsports, is running the show today. It's pretty awesome.
Work out great.
Yeah,
It's going to work out great.
It's like me at the first March meet. I had no idea the hell I was doing. It's a true story. They said go out there and deal with this grumpy man here.
Racing covered right. You've been doing this.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Bakersfield.com.
And then we have a next slide here because this one's special.
Yeah. Is it? Is this
I think so.
Is this something new?
Yeah.
There it is.
Because Louis Amestoy announced earlier this week.
Property.
Louis announced that he is leaving the Bakersfield Californian. His last day is August 12th.
Yes.
He's responsible for this show, a lot of other things here at the Californian. So and he's not saying where he's going. So I put my crack team of investigative reporters onto to find out where Louis Amestoy is going. And I found out he's going to become a hermit in this nice little trailer that is on the Missouri side of a Missouri-Arkansas border.
That's pretty good.
North, this would be southwest Missouri, right by some lakes out there. And if he just wants to cross the street, he'll be in Arkansas. And he's always been looking for a little single-wide fixer-upper, and I think this is where he's going.
I love it. I think that's going to be perfect. I think that we're going to my wife has been looking for a single-wide. She was convinced that we were going to live by Bakersfield Speedway for the longest time.
No. This is living by nobody. Trust me. There's not much out there.
All right, listen, that was Charmaine. She just ducked her head into the whole thing.
A little bit of paint and you're set.
A little bit of paint, and you know what?
Yeah,
I bet you can work on the lawn. I'm sure you'll get some chiggers and some ticks while you're going out there. You can enjoy the chiggers and stuff.
I get some of your goats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
all right.
maybe so.
Clean
Very
things
nice.
up a little bit.
There you go. So
Thank you for that,
found
Mike.
out where Louis Amestoy is going.
I'll show it to my wife. She'll love that.
Yeah.
She'll love that. Mike has been known to send me text messages of possible single wides, and I share it to my wife every time, and she gets a little chuckle.
I got some from Reed's Springs this year, back near West Branson.
Very nice.
Traveling through there, I saw some nice ones, and I shot while I was going down the road.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I am leaving August 12th, so we'll talk more about that later. We're still doing the Power Hour through the next few weeks, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer to my departure. Let's talk. Let's go through our rest of our slides. All area team. What's going on with that?
Fast Sport all area team, second one. We've added a driver to it.
Who is that?
I don't remember.
Chris
I
Dalton,
put it on the
maybe?
list. No, Chris Dalton has
He's on
two
the
wins.
He's on the verge, right?
But we had somebody else get another win, so it's growing. So two wins on a drag strip, 3 wins on an oval track, and you're in, and track champions are in. So we do that. Had 54 drivers last year. Of course, our 3 motocross guys out on the national amateur circuit are all doing well again, so they'll be back in. So
we were looking at the other day. The last year we had like 50 drivers,
50, 54, something like that, and we're around 20. But I didn't count Randy DeFrancisco and Stiles and Robertson. Those guys, they're all going to be in it again. So that's 3 more, and then track champions obviously are going to be in it. So it's going to be it'll be by the time the season's done, it'll probably push 50.
All right.
Again.
Okay. All right, so that's the all-area team. That'll be announced formally in December is our plan right now, and that was one of our favorite things we did last year. And then let's get right to it. We got to talk about this photo real quick. The next photo, please. And this is one that Tom Mox sent of Chris Dalton's car. And go back up one more. There you go. So this. Chris Dalton obviously is a K-9 officer with Bakersfield Police Department, but honoring those who have fallen.
The recent
Dallas
and
Baton Rouge, I think.
Baton Rouge, I think, and honoring the fallen officers. And this was his super stock car, and he took a victory. He got the lead about midway through the race and won, so he's the first 2-time winner this year out there. So it was a good run by Chris Dalton, and it's a nice thing he did on the back of his car.
All right, looking forward to talking to Steve Hughes about that later on. All right, now let's talk about drag racing here. the Valencia brothers are here. We're going to show a variety of their cars, and you can talk more about that. But you guys have a new fuel altered that's going to be ready to run in Boise. And one of the things that Mike and I have talked about through the last 2 years, that our most popular videos that we've posted have been the fuel altereds, which we think there's 2 reasons. One, they got the better looking backup girls, and 2, they just are cool looking cars.
There's a cult following.
There's a
definitely
cult following.
for
They're a
fuel
handful to
altereds.
drive too.
Are they?
They don't necessarily go straight.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
And the fuel altered competition generally of this era now encompasses modern looking fuel altereds and old school fuel altereds. So you get a marriage of
file
both
on
of
you
them,
guys,
which I
don't they,
think is,
Lisa?
Yeah, I saw a few pictures. I didn't know
pretty
what they were
pretty
wanting,
good.
so-
Yeah.
Oh, you submitted these.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
That-
man, they did
I know we have-
We got
I know
that
the
one.
wheelie blade?
Yeah.
Yeah. The marks are still on the track out there when the car came
years
down.
ago.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit though, just getting kind of reacquainted before we get nuts. And Sherman, you can come back to us now. James, how did you get started in the sport, and Danny as well? Just kind of answer that one after another. How long have you been involved in the sport, and how did you get involved?
Pretty much all our lives we've been into drag racing. Our dad, down in Chino, where we grew up until about high school age, it's where my parents are from. He was kind of on the crew. He helped Frank Petragon,
Okay.
the original Flaming Frank.
All right.
So he was involved in it.
This
Then
is Cruz. Is it his dad?
Yeah,
His
it's their dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he helped him, and then through the years, my dad kind of had his own projects, built an Opel GT drag car, which he ended up selling to buy the property in Tehachapi when we moved up there. Then we kind of didn't do anything for a couple years.
No.
And then got involved in the nostalgia drag racing. My dad ran the NE1 class. He had the black altered called the Black Max, which eventually we sold, went to Sweden. Actually, a couple of cars that we've built.
You got in Sweden.
Three cars that we've built have gone to Sweden.
Wow.
The gold one, the black one, my brother's little altered, which you haven't shown yet. They all went to Sweden. And when Danny, go ahead.
I think we're the premier car builders for Sweden right now.
Yeah,
How does that happen? You get in a car from Sweden. I mean, do they call you up and say, can you ship the car to us? Or?
that's exactly how it happens. After my dad sold his, we kind of became friends with the people that bought it.
Yeah.
They come out to the March meet, the reunion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Peter Haraldson bought 2 of our cars, and his friend Magnus bought the coupe from James.
Wow.
yeah,
And it just became family. They're like family now.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's the other one.
There we go.
By the way, my brother was the open wheel champ with Andra 2 years in a row with that car, so
Wow.
he did really well.
Yeah.
So you guys have always been involved in some capacity, and you drive or
Currently, I
you
drive. My brother's licensed. He'll
Uh-huh.
eventually drive as well.
Okay.
It's just the way the transition went, and kind of since I've been driving, we
Right.
want to stay consistent, competitive, so I've just stayed in it.
Yeah.
But eventually, he'll drive as well.
So what is the family's role in the March meet and these events? I mean, do you work on the car, or how do you guys work together on these cars?
It's a complete family team.
Mm-hmm.
James and I, we do our car together. This one, we do everything down the middle.
Yeah.
He does the clutch. I do the engine. We both do chassis work as we need it. My parents are involved. Gil and Kathy. Dad helps with support. Mom's kind of the pit mom. She makes sure everybody's getting fed
Yeah.
and watered and making sure people are doing what they're
Right.
supposed to be doing. James' son Skylar, when he's out home from college, he comes out and he works on the car. And my boys, they've been on the East Coast for the past couple of years with college, and they're stationed over there. They're in the military.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So they're not coming back out, but all our kids grew up at the track, and that's what they know.
And your families are all in Tehachapi and
except for me and
Yeah.
my wife and my son when he's home, because he's in Kansas going to school. We're in Bakersfield,
Right.
down here in the heat. One thing I wanted to mention on all the cars, I think they're really cool paint jobs.
absolutely.
That's something my brother has done, kind of a side thing. He just started doing it. Turned out to be pretty good at it. There's my dad's car. That's the first one.
That's
that
a
went to
beautiful
Sweden.
car.
We raced that one for several years.
Yeah, we ran NE1 and 7.0 Pro with that car,
Wow.
so it was
Yeah.
around for quite a while.
Then
He won a few races in that car as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won a few races.
This is a beautiful photo from Pam Conrad, by the way, and she does such a great job. The Conrads do a great job of So many great photographers out there at the different events, but that's one of the ones that I kind of think of as that striking green color. Tell us a little bit about the new car and why has fuel altered become so hot?
I would kind of because they're the outlaws. That's like I was saying earlier. They don't go straight. They're unpredictable. You've got the big header flames. They're very exciting to watch. Just a lot of fun.
And they all look different.
They
They
all
have their
look
own
different.
personalities.
The funny cars, they might be shaped a little bit different with a different sticker or paint on it, but these they all look different. You have the ones that are true nostalgia, the 118-inch cars, up a little higher, the Transformers. We're kind of in between.
Yeah. And so you guys are going to Boise. Is it this weekend, or when do you guys go to Boise?
It'll be
Second
next
week of
weekend.
August, right?
We're leaving the 11th. I
yeah.
think we raced the 12th, 13th, and 14th in Boise.
Yeah.
Right.
That was at the March meet this year. That was when we debuted the new paint, new body, all that good stuff.
Let's show that. Take that full screen there, Charmaine, if you don't mind. That's that's one of the things that's so cool about the fuel altereds is the variety of them, and what's happened, Blake, over the last couple of years, the March meet, the car count's been up. Tell me a little bit about how this class is.
Yeah, we started. I think our last March meet was our third. It was our third year of putting together an event for the fuel altereds, and to simplify it, we just put it on a 6-second index. That way, any car could come. You know, whether it be a modern day style transformer car, we call them, with. You could have dual mags. We don't care. It doesn't matter how much fuel you're pumping through this thing. If you want to do a lot, it's how much you want to spend going from A to B. That's on you. But it's a 6-second index. So, and we've got, little car Sullivan. Jeremy Sullivan's car, just a little 118-inch wheelbase thing, if that, right? It's short. It may be shorter than that. It runs so, and it all out, the tongue hanging out, runs like 15, something like that. But if you get down the track and your opponent has a little. A typical fuel altered run, then you can win that race. So it's a 6-second deal is really just level the playing field. And that was the hardest thing about how do you bring these cars all together and have some sort of level playing field. The only way to do it was an index.
And the key ingredient that you had this year is nitro. They have to run a certain
They got to have nitro. I think we're 85%, something like that. I forget what it is. I'd have to look at our rules. But it's you got to look like that.
Yeah. Hey, Griff, since you're about 190 years old, how long have you been writing about these guys?
Well, I know Gil's been racing for a long time.
Long time
out
since
there.
the early 90s.
Yeah, so he was racing, and he won a lot of races. You could see that in results.
No, fuel altered's been around for.
Fuel altered's been around for
the Winged
for
Express. There's pictures from.
But I didn't even start writing about drag racing until the late 70s. Although I was out there doing it before then and watching it before then.
Yeah.
You
So.
talked about one thing that we talked about too is it's the family part of this. And can you guys imagine March not at Famosa?
That's our vacation. We were telling Blake when we were standing outside. Some people go on cruises or camping on vacation. Yeah. We go out to Famosa in the heat with the flies and the sweat.
Whatever.
And get dirty. But that's our whole family is there. This has always been a family thing. We have 3 generations that'll be at the racetrack. Well, now I just had a grandson in April, so thank you. Yeah. So now it'll be 4, and that's what we do. Our family gets together, and we try to make that the biggest impact. Of course, we want to win, we want to run well, but it's just our family being together and spending time together is what means a lot to us.
So tell us about your schedule now. So we're going to go to Boise, and Boise and Bakersfield have this kind of close relationship, and it's kind of like a destination for guys. What do you expect to do there, and what's that event like?
In Boise?
Yeah.
We've never been. This will be our first time. I expect to win.
Yeah. That's a good way to have.
It's a nice way to leave your driveway.
Right? Are you going up there?
We are. We'll be there the whole weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
We actually changed our schedule for Boise. We were going to go to Iowa for the Fuel Ultra Nationals. And then when we saw the Boise schedule and what they were doing, we want to go up there because they support our class.
Okay, so to you is a better schedule than going all. That's maybe a little bit closer.
Well, it is closer, but they support us, so we want to support them and be there for Boise and watch our class grow.
Nice.
Since Blake put this together, you're seeing more and more cars come out, and we're looking to having a full schedule at some point.
Right.
So we want to go support those that support us, and I hear they're just great up there. The fans are great. The track's great. So we want to be there.
And the track's actually not in Boise. It's
in
Eagle. Eagle, right?
Eagle, the hotels that we stay in are in Meridian, which 12, 15-minute drive to the track.
Right.
So just in back country of Boise, it's beautiful up there. It's great.
So it'll be reassuring to you when you get there that you'll have some Bakersfield and Tehachapi connections.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really gratifying to see this class grow too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interest of guys going to Boise. Last year they had 3 cars, and they're going to have. I'm thinking they're probably going to have maybe 7 or 8, maybe more this year, and that's good. I mean, if you can do a 100% increase in your field size from year to year,
And that's part
awesome.
of that whole big. They have the bracketeer series up there and
Yeah.
stuff. So there'll be Bakersfield drivers running in the brackets. Chris,
Oh, certainly, yeah. No,
a lot
there'll
of
be a big
lot of
contingent
Bakersfield
there.
drivers will be
Yeah.
up there running because there's a chance to win
Yeah.
big money each day,
Yeah.
4 straight days up there.
Yeah, and
for
it's a
them.
points race for the Heritage Series for both the Nostalgia Top Fuel and Phony cars. So it's a big deal.
Big
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more with the Valencia brothers and Blake Bowser here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour, brought to you by the Bakersfield Californian.